Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovative, and amazing, spectacular Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda, here of like Defender of the Fatherland, off here to a 1v1 own Nexus in the northwest, and in the west here, and it's SturmtigerGiap fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Comrade Stalin, taking on the role here of the 10th Mechanized Corps with terror tactics, counterattack tactics, and airborne troop tactics, which will versus the east. It is PFC, fighting for the Oberkommand West Germany, taking on the role here of the 3rd Panzer Division here with OKW, Luftwaffe Ground Forces, and Special Operations, with triple infantry bullets in there as well. Standard stuff here. As always, do remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Press the bell button. It will help me a lot with the YouTube algorithm, particularly my new YouTube channel. And of course, if you want to, you can also donate and support the Propagandacast with your hard-earned money and allow me to keep doing what I do on a daily basis. Links in the video description. Anyways, we got double contra there versus double full communities. Both players here going for, shall we say, rather standard openings. Nothing eye-popping there. Fulton northwards there, grabbing the point in the centre, heading southwards. Giap with a bit more focus in the north here, so his force can quickly near repel, say, a fast strong pioneer squad here from PFC. Typically want your troops to work together to deal with that. All because we it looks like they'll go hard north as well to south. Looks like it will be a bit neglected here in the early game, as this contest of wills sets his eyes upon the north. And there you go, first shot by fired here around 1 minute 35 second mark. Contra there caught here now between two squads, not quite able to win the supporting range of the units, and the can't because there's a wall on the highway, and the other troops are too far away. So here, PFC gets the first engagement. Yuri gets, well, to be the first one to die. Hey, for the first time in my life, I was first at something. I just wish I didn't have to be dying. Anyways, grab the centre victory point there up north. Fulton's moving ahead there. Storm Pioneer setting up. More control there for Giap. Shots fired at the Fulton Grenadiers. Bit of a standoff there, trying to go for the fuel pond there, but Giap is well dug in. He's not allowing PFC to get close, at least not without taking a few shots. PFC clearly doesn't get much of concern, but there you go, trying to charge from the jump. Now Contra going to go for them. Got to focus on this jump onto the clearly the big priority target. Fulton's getting a few free shots, not doing too much there. Sergei drops there. Fulton's taking a minor loss. Engineer taking a minor loss as well. Contra being shot to bits there. Contra charging ahead here. Fourth squad arriving here for Giap, going in for the Storm Pioneer, shot to the big priority target again. Contra down to 3 men already. They're taking a lot of damage here from PFC. He's just trying to kick in the door. There you go. Storm Pioneers routed, building up left here for the Germans to pop into. Perhaps attack from this step. Now, Giap, who knows, but away. Heavy fighting ensues there. Fulton's out in the open though. And now the next target here of Giap's wrath as his Fulton squad is taking out. More Contra arriving here, trotting away there, plus another Fulton squad here. Heavy infantry fighting here, just in the north side. The south is seeing no action whatsoever. Everything's just happening up here. This is where the fighting is, this is where the dying is. Just corpses all over the place. There you go, Fulton finally, I think, being pushed back. You know, you keep trying to just pop in and out here. I'm not entirely sure. I'm guessing he's just trying to buy time and frustrate Giap a bit here, but I think longer he tried to do this, he's just going to get more and more punished. So yeah, brutal action here, trotting away there for PFC, heading southwards, finally realising that his northern adventure there has not quite resulted in the sweet harvest of fuel he'd hoped for, and instead he just rimmed a grim harvest of sorry about that, of corpses and misery. Grabbing the point here, heading for the centre of the country, laying down some sandbags there, swiftly entrenching in the face of a fresh fascist assault. Good work there by Giap. Truck ready there, probably going to be Belgrade headquarters, of course, of the Mechanized Regiment. No sign of doctrine from either side. Of course, Giap could easily go for airborne troop tactics, a very safe, steady choice. Counter-attack tactics, of course, offers a bit more spice, but also firepower. And finally, terror tactics definitely is the spiciest of the three, but certainly well handled. Could be a real nightmare for PFC. Then again, all three can really be a nightmare. It's just easier for airborne troop tactics, and essentially it's faster, though, of course, late game just doesn't quite offer the same scary elements in a sense. But anyways, culture moving the Storm Punch support here, taking from the centre here. Meanwhile, Giap is trying to deny the south here to the fascisti. We got flamethrowers ready to burn through them. Culture Storm Punch moving in there. Giap finding his forces a bit surrounded. Needs to be careful he doesn't get focused down by PFC's forces. Comes there being slowly bled out, and there you go, routed. Centre claimed here by the German army as the 3rd Panzer Division strikes back hard here. truck has yet to start, but it doesn't look like a mechanized raiding is setting up there. That he's got a rally point down there. Nope, doesn't look like it. So must be mechanized raiding here for PFC, meaning Lux and possibly a Puma. And he's quoting wiped out here. PFC's putting everything he can into it, or at least hoping he can put every bullet into the back of him. And oh, good lord, Giap got really lucky there. He probably shouldn't use. Got to buy a lottery ticket after that because he's probably not going to win it. We got mechanized ready there for PFC, and we got airborne troop tactics here for SturmtigerGiap coming up for the S-54s or PPS-41s if we go for penal troops, but you know, no one really does that. Discus, airborne rally points, guards airborne troops, and of course the tactical Altruisturmig rocket run. Got to the forces jump points here by the Western munitions. PFC looking, of course, to save whatever connections can. There we go. Giap dropping the disc machine gun first here, prioritizing some heavy firepower versus all the infantry. Certainly makes a lot of sense here. Conscript engineers tank from the south here, even as the north side here is collapsing under PFC's rolling infantry assault. There we go. Disc down to be grabbed here and turned against PFC's forces. We've got going for the car pond, the fuel pond, might being laid down there. PFC, very rapid, aggressive pace here. That's going to make it difficult for Giap just to keep up. Thumbs up. We got the Lux on the way, and we got assault rifles, I believe, also on the way for some units here. At least it looked like he was upgrading. Either way, looks is going to be a problem there for Giap. Will definitely require a support company. He's going for another Disca. Again, great versus the infantry, but will fall significantly short versus a German light tank. As the armor-piercing rounds are definitely not rated for that much armor. South there we got a point being grabbed, barbed wire being dug in as well, or dug in, being laid out. Mines up here again, very good there by PFC, thumbs up. The Schützenmine is fight on 40, which is the country they get to experience as to why it's called the Schützenmine. Meanwhile, just big push here from Giap. But yeah, he's going to need an anti-tank gun soon. I mean, in a submerged measure, he could, of course, go for anti-tank grenades. We know he doesn't have a lot of munitions because he spent a lot of munitions on the Discus. So, Giap may be in for a bit of a rough ride here as the Lux hits him. Like a brick thrown through the window. This is setting up there. In the south, the Indians about to attack here. We've got a big infantry force from PFC. We've got the Lux setting up there. The Panzer II in Model L. Ausführung L. I can't never know for PFC. I was expecting eventually armored vehicles here from Giap, but that's going to happen as soon as I chance. The engineers go up, but again, we have seen them once get out from pretty much impossible odds, so who knows, it may happen again. We've got anti-tankers over there for Giap, but this time the engineers will surely die, right? Nope. The comes to their names of bait, the means being shot at, and the engineers survive again. Good lord. There's engineers increased. There must be, oh, well, that engineer, I would say, since the other's dead, must surely have expended a lifetime supply of luck just doing those two retreats. But yeah, he's got the anti-tank grenades up, but he will need a field gun to really have a chance here at stopping PFC stuff. I mean, he could try and rush his tank him out, but the problem is can't get anything out of it right away. So I think he's just going to go for the field gun and just pray he doesn't get murdered before then. Meanwhile, PFC following up here with a Puma already, the 234-2. He's way ahead on the tech curve here due to good ramp control versus Giap. He's so far ahead, and Puma's not even like particularly relevant. I mean, still decent versus infantry, but it's not like great. Just firing the armor piercing rounds, and again, doing some damage there, so at least it can prevent, you know, PFC from getting too close to certain areas, but at the same time, it's not going to really stop the Lux much either. The south here, or the center here, being raided by their Disca and conscripts. Fallschirmjäger. We got Luftwaffe Ground Forces versus Fallschirmjäger. Now, Luftwaffe Ground Forces airborne troops, so basically airborne versus airborne. That's not a typical matchup, so interesting to see there. Giap actually then goes to the guards airborne troops, in which case we'll be seeing airborne troops versus airborne troops. Fallschirmjäger sport dropping down here. Not quite enough munitions. Well, he does have the munitions, he doesn't have the tech for it. He actually counts the Puma, so I think you realise he's actually so far out in the curve he doesn't need the Puma. We'll probably try and take a head to of Giap and then go for the medium armor, which also opens up for the FT42 upgrade there for the Fallschirmjäger, so then get a full set there. Folks around here by the southern car point there as Giap strikes back for the Red Army. He's got the support company going up. They will need the field gun. No doubts about that. We got a big 2-point lead here for Giap. Very tiny, but still nonetheless a bit there for now. reinforcing him, grabbing the southern fuel head. He's trying to grab it, just trying to keep PFC running about all over the place. Field gun on the way. This is 3 divisional field gun. Comes being blasted out of cover, slowly crumbling under the withering and incessant firepower of the Lux and his 2cm autocannon. Sturmtiger with more mines here from PFC. Schützenmine, very good. Sees Northern Point again. Schützenmine, definitely leaving some feeling very dead. Another big push here. Most folks are now equipped with assault rifles. On one spot to go. Field gun almost done there for SturmtigerGiap and the 10th Mechanized Corps. We got a bomb grenade at the Geballte Ladung. Close one there. This was a World War I era tactic of just bundling together a bunch of steel hand grenades. I believe it was originally used by stormtroopers for storming trenches, but it was also used as an anti-tank charge, both in World War I and early World War II, since back then they weren't that heavily armoured, so, you know, bailing together a bunch of grenades there and chucking them on the, you know, rear of the tank could actually do the trick. So, fun fact there. Disco Cash and Hay machine gun team here, Panham Granado on the other one there. It's going to force it out. Truck out there for PFC. Will very, very likely be Schwer Panzer quarters. Unless he decides to go for a battle group headquarters now. He could do that, but it would, I feel, be a bit awkward. Contracting head here. Field gun can't hit it, easily due to the shrubbery there in the way. South side claimed by the Germans. Giap's holding on to the narrow bit of the north side of the map. He could begin trying to take up soon. Of course, the males more likely just want to go for another field gun before doing that. Of course, obviously what Giap does here versus PFC. Folks being suppressed by the Disco Hay machine gun and routed. 3 kills, close to 21. North here, Hay machine coming in the north there, at least for now. The Kumars want to get back into the building. South engineers ambushed by the Fallschirmjäger. Taking some nasty damage there from them. Concentrating the Volksgrenadiers, being swamped and surrounded, routed. Back at reinforcing healing. Reinforcing healing. There we go. Schwerer Panzerhauptquartier up there for PFC and the German army. The 3rd Panzerdivision falling back here. Coming towards here, 5 minutes ready to ambush again. And soon they can be upgraded there with the 2nd up FT-42s there. Set there. Constant here for Kenner, but still trying to crush the cover there with raw firepower. We got 470 to 134. Disco ramming there to engage the Volksgrenadiers, the heavy cover holding. Bounce over there for PFC. They'll utilize, of course, very powerful ability. Field bombarding here, the Volksgrenadiers behind an old railway car. First shot does some nasty damage and kills, but still obviously threatening will kills if they stick around for too long. Field now being engaged, the Volksgrenadiers need to fall back. Disco setting up to help assist with that retreat. In the far south, Giap sneaks in some troops that hit the southern fuel point to force PFC to divert attention there. Schwer Panzer calls back to be authorized, and we got the Fallschirmjäger being upgraded, or reinforced. They can be upgraded soon. Of course, if he does that right, he wants to use the munitions for other things. Back here, reinforcing healing. We got the tank return command up, but at this stage, he probably should just push for the mechanized armor component, going for T-34s and 6s, maybe an issue 5 here versus PFC. You could, of course, go for the issue 6. T-7, I feel like at this stage, 30-minute mark with plus good field control for PFC means a T-70 I think is going to be a rather bad idea unless he has like a lot of anti-tank guns or assault guns, tank destroyers to back it up with. And currently, I do not think he does that. Got a skirmishing there. Got air smoke bombs in here from PFC. Pushing assault, yeah. Pushing assault here on the northern point. Very good, very good.
Enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Use was the Sturmpionier. Teaching away there for Giap. Disgrace the Fulton of the Fallschirmjägers, flying away there, 5 kills, Veteran T1, Luke's moving in, 8 kills.
Forward elements report and infantry unit lost.
Heavy fighting here, concentrating, not much in the south again. North side also being a bit forgotten now. It's all about the centre, it's all about the carnage. Field probably marked out there. That said, PFC is having some success, but it's coming at a higher cost there. And there you go. He does go for the T-70, by the way. Bit of a surprise. I moved over my pod for the slight bit of uncertainty there. For some reason, I thought the roof was a bit leaky, so need to slightly ascertain that one. Still looking flying away there. Plans on the way there for PFC. Plans are 4 on the way. T7 getting good hit on a Ked now for bold move to go for the T7 at this point. Really bold move, and again, occasionally can work out, but you really need to probably protect and back it up there. And to this point, he might be better off just going for the T-34-76, which is, by the way, also really good as in for the T7 tends to deal like a lot of the credit. The thing is, remember, the T-34-76 is also incredible. Plus, it's decent versus like armor. I mean, a group with T-34 can really just chew up a fast chunk of the German army swiftly. Anyways, troops reinforcing, healing, repairing. PFC there has been routed by the starboard actions. You have Giap hitting a mine in the south. Again, good work there. Good work.
Panzer IV deployed. Awaiting orders. Work completed.
Good work.
The squad is back to full strength. Standing by.
Still setting up, but backed up now here by the Panther 4 Model J, adding a pin-up machine to it. Very good. That's how, I mean, PFC doesn't have any support weapons, like no machine guns, no artillery of any kind. That's definitely feel a bit dangerous there by PFC as this goes on. Of course, Giap could also benefit from a mortar, but he does have the field with double as artillery. South great there, disrupted. North side takes a bit long to good push here with the Panther 4. You could probably clear out the machine gun pretty fast for that and then grab the northern fuel point. So that is something in there to consider as a direction here from. Also worth noting, we have not seen an upgrade for the Falchimegas. We have not seen an upgrade yet. Deshka held doing that once more. T7 moving in. Giap definitely take up there. Maybe consider going for Asian 6s here versus PFC. We shall see. Painful shoot. Gets a couple of engineers. Not quite the intended target, but certainly will even feeling less upset about the miss. Bungering comes from the centre. Quickly grabbing them. T7 acting as a spotter there for the rest of Giap's force in the air. But there he goes. Jump on his catch the field gun. He's tried to move the front line there. Good luck there for PFC. Less great for Giap. Obviously, Falchman being shot to bits out in the open. They need more weaponry and they need more support. Right now, most of the map is actually Giap's here. This is a bit of a problem for PFC. Can't even spot more armor. So again, Giap begin snowballing tanks at PFC. If Giap is, pretty fast about this. And PFC is slow about, rectifying the current situation. Going for an on the Panther. We're not really doing a ton there, so I'm not sure if that was worth it. Another civilian for Giap. No tech still. He's probably more concerned about the immediate rather than, the slightly longer term here, and I can certainly understand that. But again, maybe we should just try and take up fast here versus Giap or PFC. Also got now 2 Stormwind run more or less ready, like in case he needs it, or catches PFC off guard. PFC really just work on the fuel once they get finally grabbing the northern one, but needs to be a bit sharp on this because he can't afford to Giap having the fuel for too long, in part because he needs fuel himself, but also crucially again, you get that situation when the Socialists begin snowballing T-34-76, and again to that situation, it can be pretty tough to deal with, unless you have a bunch of stooges. And some of you might be noticing, PFC is not playing the Wehrmacht, so a bunch of stooges is not an easily accessible option. Repair pioneers up, there's a good idea there. More Falchimegas cores arriving as well. So we probably should start upgrading them. Northern fuel pump being lost, going for the southern one. Field repositioning, close to Virginia 2. Close to Virginia 2.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Luke setting out there. Just reinforcing healing. Panther 4 moving about. Another truck out. Got any Battlefield headquarters. Medics and all that jazz. Probably also, possibly at least, not probably, possibly also light infantry gun here. Right, artillery support here versus Giap. So it's, you know, some artillery to lay down smoke, so you just soften up the position, could be a great idea for PFC as well. Plus, I mean, he does set up for a King Tiger, he wants to go for it, though. At the current set of circumstances, I don't think he should be aiming for a King Tiger right away. Panther rolling in, heavy fire in the south, got both of them ready to deal with any German arm. There you go. Looks knocked out there, a salvo from Giap's anti-tank battery shatters PFC's light tank force. The Panther to retreat as well here, as it cannot withstand such a magnitude of armor-piercing firepower. We got the Fighters going forward here, upgrades finding a way there for them, very good. Routed up here in the north, not looking great there for PFC's forces. Battlefield headquarters is right about done. We'll probably go for medics first and hope to see what goes for next.
HQ operations now underway.
Then we shall see what it goes for next. There we go. We do get the line for the gun. A realization he needs artillery. Thumbs up there to PFC. Better late than never. Decently murdering red with its 45mm cannon. We're going for a surprise attempt to take it out. Not bad. But he's quite mindful of mines. It's a flare mine there with the folks. Steel Pine is taking minor loss. Folks will grab here by the southern fuel point. So at least his man's a slight rectify the situation. But again, Giap's got a lot of fuel. So again, he could just start churning up T-34s from 6s and bury PFC beneath them. I mean, you could also go for Katyusha Nation 5s and all that. That'd all be good. But honestly, just going for a bunch of T-34s from 6s is really good if you know how to handle them. Just reinforcing healing. Medics on the way. Focusing northwards here for PFC. And the German army. 5 meters for the conscripts. Almost got their T-42s ready as well at the second set there. It's also a bit awkward to describe this upgrade since they all then got some and then you like, you know, more FT-42s, extra FT-42s, seconds. I'm not sure how to describe it. It feels a bit weird. Sneaky assault here from Giap, going for a steeper flank there, thumbs up. Of course, can also begin upgrading them with the mobiles. I'm actually surprised he hasn't upgraded any of them with airdrop weapons at least, you know, since the S-54s are pretty good as well. But anyways, T-34 looks for Giap, thumbs up. So I don't feel like that might have been a missed opportunity to at least upgrade some of them with airdrop weapons. That's just me. But there you go, Panther to the scene in the south here versus Giap's infantry. Folks that almost wiped out by Giap's flank here. To the far rain down the conscript in the centre. Bogdanov and Yuri blown to bits up north, their point ceased. T-34 and 6 almost enough to get in the south here. Conscript blending up. They do lose some bombs from Panther. There you go. Vasily finds his head blown off there. Fighting with Steel Pine going to the fuel point to defend it. Northern Victim seized here by PFC. Back hitch reinforcing healing. And the light infantry should keep firing away. Could of course consider eventually going for a second one maybe. Of course another Panther 4 might just do the trick as well. Oh wait, T-34 are ready for SturmtigerGiap and the Red Army. Unfortunately there goes straight into the field guns. Immediately pushing the Panther down to half oak troops suppressed out in the open, pinned down. Great hit on the disc cut, almost got it, but really close one there. Panther 4 close 52, very good there for PFC. Northern victory point claimed back here by the Red Army and SturmtigerGiap. 3 and 25 is a 4 and 3. Back hitch reinforcing healing. Panther 4 neat repairs. Of course, got the repair parties ready to work with them there. Got the Kim caught with the T from the light tank. 11 kill 22. That's going to be a problem there for PFC. Fighting with Captain 40. Volts backing out. And like crew is tilt. Panther moving in there. T-Fox moving out. Let's get the recruit here by PFC's brave infantry. He's sending a lot of pressure here from Giap, who is certainly just punching and poking away there at PFC in his front line. Southern side once more again being seized here by Giap, even as PFC is prioritising the centre to hold up against Giap's attacks there. Really good maneuvering by Giap, and PFC is struggling to keep up with the pace of Giap. So there you go. Southern point being seized. He could lay down some sandbags if he wanted to, but he doesn't have to either. You're also starting to see some upgrades here going out to the conscripts. That's very good there for Giap. So Panther 4 good to go again. Here's close to another Panther 4. Of course, he may also be tempted to go for the Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5, and that wouldn't be, I think, entirely out of place either. That would not be entirely out of place either. out of there. Got fired. Someone spotted with a decent light tank, closing in the east level. Panther 4 very close to T2 here. Northern side of the got sandbags there from Giap, really good. South fuel point once more claimed by the Red Army. Giap there digging in with the sandbags now for the glory of Commodore Stalin. Panther 4 being fixed up. Fresh attack northwards here by PFC, again looking to outmaneuver Giap. Mines being laid down there, very good. Of course, there's still the machines, going to need some artillery support or armor support to break through there. But at least PFC is realising he has to like strike elsewhere rather than keep the tank to the south, where currently Giap's going to be very ready to receive him head on with a lot of guns. I think he's starting to realise that PFC might be switching engines, getting ready to move the field guns northwards. But even then, if PFC can be a bit faster than Giap, it should still work out for him. The question is, can PFC be that fast? Can he do it quickly enough before the field guns arrive to push back his Panther 4? Mine goes off here up north. Get a good mine there. Panther goes straight to the dish cut. Almost got building destroyed. Constantly charging in there. Building collapsed. And now your machine gun nest there for Giap effectively. At least making it somewhat easy for PFC at the point. He's just been right under artillery fire there from PFC. Of course, now that Giap's rushing from northwards, it could maybe attempt him transiting in again for the south, even this T7. So the challenge is still pretty high for PFC, and I'm starting to look like he is going for the Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5, hoping for something a bit more threatening for Giap to deal with. It's actually flooding quite a bit of fuel, manpower, and munitions. You may just want to go for more T-54. Of course, B, the Giap is trying to figure out what PFC is up to before committing to too many T-54s in particular, because if PFC does go for Panther, things could get slightly dicey. Though even then, like, you have enough T-34s and 6s, it doesn't matter how many Panthers your opponents have, because they can't get that many, and your T-34s can just swarm them with shots. So then we go, south side wants to be claimed here. Or at least attempt to be claimed. PFC there going in here. Panther 4 leading the way here for the German army. Machine gun, main gun, blades going eventually to gain H to find there from Giap. Probably time to worry about the possibilities of a Panther with PFC, and it does look like that, or a King Tiger, so we can understand the logic here from Giap. I can understand the logic. Makes a lot of sense. Mines up here from PFC, very good. Need to get into more troops. Of course, we've got the immediate counterattack here by Giap here with the T-34-6 leading the way, backed up with the field guns, making it hard here for PFC to easily use the Panther 4 to provide some fire support there. Of course, a good try and flank from here and catch them off guard. They need to launch a counterattack that catches the field guns off guard with the deeper flank here. So, a few options here though. That certainly seems like PFC is trying something a bit more, again, active and aggressive. He also now has access to the airborne assault with enough munitions, so he could also try and use that to maybe coordinate a stronger attack here versus Giap and force him to fall back and deal some damage. 85 those ready here for SturmtigerGiap. PFC's got the fuel definitely for the Panther now. He almost has the manpower, but again, he could be planning to go for the King Tiger, which again will be more time intensive, resource intensive, and certainly has a lot more risks involved. So obviously he goes for that nice swinging northwards. He's really doing his best to keep Giap thing from guessing and stabilising too much. But again, it also increases the risk of things going wrong from something. Definitely like, you know, on top of this game with this kind of maneuvering here. He's a bit of trouble with the Panther 4. South fuel once more being claimed over the Red Army. Focusing up against the conscripts. To the final conscripts here. Great hit there. Back here, reinforcing healing. Counter-rounded by the Volksgrenadiers. Panther 4 there with 20 kills. Got the use of 5 tanks already. They're based off the chassis of the T-34 76. Fun fact, well, T-34. Was later to be replaced with the HU-100, but that took some issues, so they would make the HU-185M, which used the chassis of the HU-100 but the gun of the HU-5. Little fanfare there. Got to the front from the Panther 4, misses there. 20 kills on it. Field guns this one not quite within responding range, so might be a chance here. Still, PFC is really struggling with fielding, and he's planning for the King Tiger. It's going to be, I think, a bit of a chance. There you go. North side seems wide up, so there goes going for it. Thumbs up there to PFC. We've got 204 to 400 feet. Giap has a nice lead over PFC at the moment. Definitely a bit risky there for PFC in a lot of ways, but he's certainly trying his best here. Again, being hold northwards, of course, expecting a counter-attack from something here. And there we go. This is the T-7 light tank under Giap's command. The south here, Giap is just pouring in merciless forces here. Folks want their base need to retreat. It does look like he has seized the north here. So that at least is a small victory there for PFC against Giap. Obviously needs a larger victory as Giap to really turn this around. Bringing in the Panther 4 for some extra hits here. Halfway to the actually fleet. Lucky bounce there. Lucky bounce. Infantry moving in there. Got the northern victory point. Almost got the northern field. Back here reinforcing healing. Lost the Falcon squad at some point. So much going on here.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Bit of skirmishing there. Time for gun with 9 kills. Halfway to victory fleet. Great hit on the machine gun crew. Almost got it. That came up hit on the HE5. Another hit there. Good hit on the conscripts. We got turn 1 was the 395. It does look like he's actually playing for the King Tiger. I mean, at this point he can go for the Panther. He's also very close to the King Tiger, so it does look like the King Tiger, whether by necessity or desire. We'll be seeing the Tiger 2 soon here versus SturmtigerGiap and the Red Army. Man going close to the 3 comes to the Hulk Committees. Lots back and forth here. HE5 does heavily damage the 3 Reds. Like, if PFC can take care of this before the King Tiger arrives, by the time it arrives, you know, he might, be in a good spot here. Almost got the HE5 here, in fact. Close one there, but these guys going to get away here. So we're moments away from the King Tiger for PFC. Moments away. Giap seems to have more aggressively stabilized now. Though he's still further below in victory points than Giap. He definitely knows a better chunk of the map now. And he's about to hit his opponent with the King Tiger there. The Tiger 2. There we go. King Tiger out, and the pin up machine gun, very good. Thumbs up there to PFC, the 3rd Panzer Division. Had room for the count from the centre, good hit there from the Panzerkampfwagen 4, as from Jod. Another shot fired, missed. Another shot fired up north here, a bit of skirmishing there. King Tiger something up, pin up machine being added. Panther going for the conscripts. Oh, nice flank there. Great hit. Almost takes out the entire unit. Didn't shoot the conscript there. Disc being routed. Here's the King Tiger advances. Sandbags proved to be a lifesaver there for the heavy machine gun crew. Mine's going down there. PFC certainly looking a bit more threatened now with the Tiger top north. T-34 when gaining actually 2. Panther Force going to go for it. Very close to the definitely a problem there for the T-34 from 6 if he gains it. There we go. Because that means high mobility, high rate of fire, which combined with the combat blitz, which of course boosts speed but also firepower, means he can shoot pretty fast. King Tiger northwards there, but looks fit. Feelings nearby. Being caught out in the open there. Panther needs to be careful. Be a pretty big loss here for PFC. Loses eventually 3 Panther 4 just to a pair of field guns all of a sudden. Fire raining down. King Tiger moving northwards. And like everything bombarded, needs to retreat that now. Which was even then too late, but there you go. King Tiger grabs, gets good in the field gun crew. Blows apart Boris. And a couple more there. Tiger 2 heading ahead. Coming up with the T-70 misses, shoots, misses, bouncing off the King Tiger's armor with HT5. Another hit there, of course. Need to be mindful of the possibility of rocket running, and I think that's what PFC is. Yet to see any airborne assault, or for that matter, Valiant assault, which is a bit surprising to PFC tend to be quite good with abilities like this. But who knows? Oh, almost a full wipe there. Almost a full wipe there. really large concentration force. It could be a great target perhaps on airborne assault team versus Giap, to be honest. Could be a great target. Scram from the south here. Fights to make his force to abandon position. Panther 4 close to 4. In the center of country, charging it right past the King Tiger's firepower there. Oh, that was pretty lucky for that poor bastard who got caught in the line of fire. Looks to have been the sergeant of that. South got the Panther of the conscripts, close to Veteran 4 there. Ooh, hits a mine. Teeth and 467 in heads here. South here comes with the Panther 4, close to Veteran 4 on that one. Great hit there though, great hit. Oof, almost a full wipe there. The conscripts got down to one man. Panther 4, Veteran 4, which increases actually, by the way. PFC though has been quite defensive into the King Tiger, and we still haven't seen any like being able to sort of at this point. He's like, use two of them. So it feels a bit unclear as to what PFC's thinking here. Except he might, will be rather timid or defensive for some reason. Which is great for Giap. Lots of shots fired there. We'll try and flank with the Panther 4, calling some air support. Charge fortune to the King Tiger as well. There we go, looks like it's time. It's Greek time, boys. Panther 4 blitzing in there. Nexus, air support rain down here. Quickly backs off. I imagine again he's concerned about the rocket run there. One mistake could cost him quite dearly. I'll wait by now. Giap has most gone out of the arc of fire of the Luftwaffe. Only most, and there you go. Great hit there. Constantly being blasted and battered. Panther 4 there, 43 kills. 45 unit wiped out there. Sneaky loss then. Giap, big farming head here. King Tiger goes back once more. Need to be of course about the Luftwaffe. There we go. H5 taking hits from the Kanonenvogel, and there we go. H5 tank destroyer out of commission. You could possibly rush in the field and take them out, but again, he might simply be playing so close to the rocket run possibility there. 30 on the T-Sim by the Panther 4, very close to the H11 on that one. Needs to grab 10 big point behind 35 is 390. Bit of scrambling here, Panther 4 taking hit from the field gun, being pushed back. Obviously does not lose an almost ace Panther 4, generally lose an ace Panther 4 hits that. T-Fin forces on the way there for Giap again, King Tiger being fixed up. I want to try and sneak up something in the north here against Giap and seize the victory point there. We got 130 versus 390. T-Fin taking southwards, Vetri 2, 11 kills, smoke bombs called in. Probably around the machine gun there, yup. Sadly he's not making advantage of it to grab the center victory point. King Tiger almost good to go. Probably get the Sturmtiger to work there on the armor as well. You can actually soon go for another tank. Another Panther 4 could actually be quite good, I think, for PFC right now versus Giap. Again, more firepower on the move is quite solid. Fortunately, almost wiped out. Conscripts. T-Flip taking hits. King Tiger good to go. Panther 4 being fixed up. And there you go. No, he's going for the Stukas which wants rocket artillery here versus Giap. I mean, that makes sense too. South side being lost from to Giap and the Red Army, the 10th Tank Mechanized Corps. Another T-Fin force activities, he's just churning out the tanks now, which again, very sensible strategy, really. It's a very simple but effective. Lots of mindset from Giap, very good. He's got a ton of meters floating. I'm surprised he's been doing more mining, and that's going to make things more comfortable for PFC roll that way. Thumbs up to Giap. Thumbs up. Opening glass behind the heavy cover. Defense firing away there. Mine goes off, comes over conscripts. Panther 4, they're gaining the ace level, which makes it more accurate on the move. Not gives them more line of sight than standing still. 100 points left for Giap. PFC versus Giap. Conscripts out it. Stukas was almost done here. Up north, the assault is also moving at a very slow pace. Oh, there we go. Almost got the machine gun crew. Forcing retreat. We got 91 versus 390. Stukas was almost done in the south. Sturm has almost obliterated hit. Panther 4 moving in. Need to care about those field guns. Heavy damage. Sturm Party squad almost annihilated. Only one man survives this otherwise very traumatic experience. Fortunately, keep moving. Forwards. Forwards. King Tiger trying from the north. They could flank the Dishka then to send it running. Going for the St. Victor on the Kedenalpha. Stukas was ready here to bombard anyone who gets too comfortable against the German army. King Tiger from the T-54. There you go. Tank from the south of the field. Small T-54 getting outmaneuvered. Stukas was cancel. Well, needs to wait for the Tiger to sensor before firing up, so it's just going to waste the rockets. Got it from the King Tiger and the T-54 from 6s. May try and just ram it and then call in the rocket strafe. Or rocket run. Handfuls almost got to go for PFC. Almost, but not quite. Penetrating hit there. Handful gets going at the rear of the T-54 from 6. Shot bounces off the King Tiger's armor. Ground Northern fuel. On the Panther 4. 50 kills on that one. 50, ladies and gentlemen. We got smoke bombs coming in the centre here. Disrupting cohesiveness. In Gas Force wants to fall back from the centre victory points, and don't risk his forces being split up. Stukas was firing now. Close one there, actually. Did some damage, but I don't think enough to really justify it. Up north, we got a fresh push of the Giap against PFC there. Fervently holding on to the northern points there as best as he can here versus Giap. Almost taking out the heavy machine crew once more. It does wheel away there, escaping death at the hands of PFC's infantry. Armor being repaired. Line gun still abandoned. King Tiger with 18 kills, veterans 1. Seizing the centre victor point with the Volkskammer squad. Backing Giap space healing enforcement is going on. Repairs as well, since all those T-54 positions will need repairs. You're still flooding a ton of munitions. I'm surprised you haven't used like any attempt like rocket runs here at all. Fresh person north. I think we're just calling the airborne assault attack to just throw back Giap's forces if he wanted to. I guess he doesn't feels that might be a waste of resources, which I mean I don't blame him for, but you know, that could be a useful way of using it. Smoke bombs there. King Tiger northwards. Up north of Foxman's running with the T-70 and just a shit of infantry there from Giap in the centre of the troops right. The smoke bombs just didn't do enough. Control there, under fire from the Königstiger. Forced to retreat in the face of German steel. Pepper with a great hit, almost takes out the entire contact squad. 56 kills. Just a mountain of dead bodies there. King Tiger does not got north, cover shattered. But the Contra is still standing, they're still grabbing the point, they're still defying the Third Reich. And there you go, rockets drive finally called in here, and there you go, the rockets! Oh! Mostly hit the building and barely do any damage to the King Tiger. He finally tried it, and it was a complete miserable whiff there for Giap. That's unfortunate. 75 versus 380. Got the centre one, grabbed the south one, then north one remains Giap's. T-54 force and T-something southwards there. Panther 4 ready to at least partially meet such an assault force there from Giap. Ace Panther 4 shoots, misses. King Tiger being hauled southwards. Machine team going for the centre there. 20 kills on the Königstiger. Fieldman's nearby. Stukas, of course, can. Oh, he's shooting at the centre instead, I think. Fieldman's guarding the Panther from the south. Nope, down here. Hoping the centre. Got the machine crew. They finally wiped one of them. A small win there for PFC, but the question is at this point, will it really matter versus Giap? Who knows? King Tiger takes a lead from the field, close to 2 T-Flips going for it as well there. And for with the flanking T-70 takes a good hit in there. Situation remains dicey here for PFC to put the Marley. Should definitely grab the heavy machine if he can. King Tiger Panther. Oh shit! The King Tiger actually killed one of his own. Going in for the King Tiger. There you go, ramming it, ramming it. Going for it, there you go, down to half health. Air support called in, got one of the T-34 some 6s. King Tiger is taking incredible damage, got field, gets the T-34 going for it. Still nothing. T-34 abandoned. A Kedman flying away, they can't afford to support it. Almost got the T-34 some 6, and one more shot is going to be down. There we go. Got the Stukas of Fuss though. A stinging blow there to PFC. The troops are pinned down the center. It did the Luftwaffe. But PFC's armed forces have pretty much been put out of commission these for a short while, and there you go. Knocks out the T-54, he's realizing he can't get it to it. Or maybe it was Giap that did it anyways. He's running out of victory points. He just defeated a huge armored force from Giap, but he can't take advantage of it too well, it seems. Particles army need repairs. King Tiger's being prioritised there. Forces moving forwards there for PFC and the German army. Deutschland. North got faction control. The folks are flying out here. Ace level faction makers need to go for the northern victory point as well here. Bomb grenade. They could also pop the Blenko. They go home to like fake into retreating, but Giap held his nerve. Kept his calm. King Tiger good to go. Need to get moving. 45 points left. 42. Grenade off there. T7 rushing in there. Ace level. New T-fit for ranking there for Giap and the Red Army. The 10th Mechanized Corps. Panther in there. Good hit. 58 kills. 58. King Tiger lands his smashing hit there. Panther for the hits. One of the many mines there. Go get slanked with the T-fit for 6. A Nick Noble end for such a veteran crew here. 24 points left. Almost got the T-34 there, but in the end goes down in a blaze of glory. We got 20 points left versus 373. King Tiger taking heavy damage from the field guns. Critical damage. Victory 2 gained. 12 points. And there you go. GG, game over. Loss for PFC. A victory for SturmtigerGiap. So there you go. Game over. Game over. A victory for the Red Army. A hard-fought battle here on Nexus. So I hope you enjoyed this match. I'll learn something from it. If you again did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial Lynching. Cheers and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye.